On October 25, 2021, four members of Insulate Britain, a climate campaign group, staged a protest in London's financial district. They sat in the road and glued their hands to the ground, blocking traffic between Bishopsgate and Wormwood Street. This caused severe disruption and congestion for thousands of people on buses and other vehicles. The police arrested more than 50 protesters that day, some of whom were removed by force. Insulate Britain is an offshoot of Extinction Rebellion, a global movement that uses civil disobedience to demand action on the climate crisis. Insulate Britain wants the government to insulate all UK homes by 2030 to cut carbon emissions and reduce fuel poverty. They claim that this is a simple and effective way to tackle the climate emergency and save lives. However, their actions have been widely criticized and condemned by politicians, authorities, and members of the public. Many people have expressed anger and frustration at the inconvenience and danger caused by the roadblocks. Some drivers have confronted and assaulted the protesters, while others have tried to drive around them or drag them away. The government has obtained several injunctions against Insulate Britain, banning them from demonstrating on the M25, around the Port of Dover and on major roads around London. These orders are granted by the High Court and carry a maximum penalty of life imprisonment for breaching them. The Transport Secretary, Grant Shapps, has also said that he plans to introduce new laws to give more powers to the police to deal with disruptive protests that target critical national infrastructure. Despite these measures, Insulate Britain has vowed to continue its campaign until the Prime Minister makes a meaningful statement on improving home insulation. They say that they are willing to risk arrest and imprisonment for their cause, and that they are acting out of love and concern for their children and future generations. The four protesters who blocked Bishopsgate and Wormwood Street on October 25, 2021 were among those who face trial for causing a public nuisance, a common law offense that can result in a life sentence. They are Mary Adams, 69, a charity worker, Judith Bruce, 84, Lucy Crawford, 53, and Michael Brown, 52. They all denied the charge and argued that they were acting in the public interest. However, their defense was hampered by the judge's ruling that they could not refer to the climate crisis as their motivation for blocking the road. The judge also instructed the jury to disregard any protests outside the court that urged them to acquit based on their conscience. The jury failed to reach a verdict after 3 days of deliberation, and the four activists faced a potential retrial. In April 2023, one of them, Daphne Jackson, 72, was jailed for 6 months after she pleaded guilty to breaching an injunction by taking part in another protest. The other three were fined between £500 and £1,000 after they were convicted of causing a public nuisance. They said that they accepted their sentences but did not regret their actions.